Hello everyone, Ron Collins here from Lacy SEO, and in this video I'm going to show you how to build location pages that rank in cities or locations you want your business to rank in. So stay tuned. Okay, first, what is a location page? A location page is one that is created on your existing website so you can rank in the target city. It's a single page website. So here's an example of a location page. I've typed in Web Designer, Horizon City, Texas. This is a small city I'm trying to rank in where I don't have any presence there. I don't have an office there or an address or anything. So these are the results of that search in incognito mode in Google. We go down here and you can see that here is the #1 spot. And if I click on this, I have a location page. And you can see the title. You can see this is my H1 and this is my H2 title. And if we go over and look at another location page by a large company, let's take a look at that. Roto-Rooter is a national company. They have many locations in the United States. So this is their location page for El Paso. So let's look at the URL structure of this page. Roto-Rooter has their main URL up here, rotorooter.com, and then for the city they're trying to rank in, they just have El Paso. It doesn't even have a space in between, which they should have, but it's just the location. So this is their location page. Now, no keywords are really needed in this address for the location. You can put some in there. It also works if you include like Web Designer, Las Cruces, New Mexico, something like that. So this is working even if they don't have a presence in the city, but in this case they do. They have a local phone number here and here. They have an address. They have a local address. Not sure where that is. Down here. Down here. They should have the address up higher also. So they have a map and cities in the areas that other cities they want to rank for plumbing. So in other words, if you don't have a presence in that city, this will still work. It works better for them when they do have a presence in that city. In the case of Roto-Rooter, they have a presence in the local city of El Paso and a local phone number. Okay, let's look at the headings, the H1 headings, which needs to contain your main keyword plus the location. For example, Plumber Near Orlando or Plumber in Orlando. So let's take a look at their H1. And let's look at their headers. They actually start off with an H2, El Paso, Texas. Then they go to an H6 and they go to an H3, which H1 means it's the highest. So they're not doing this exactly right, but they are ranking #1 in the city for El Paso plumbers. Now, how are they doing this? Well, mostly they're doing this because of their name. Roto-Rooter has a lot of authority, and Google recognizes this. Now, they have their H1 El Paso plumbers near you. They have that further down, right down here. So you should have your H1 up higher. Now, your H2 could be the same as H1 or a variation of your keyword like best plumber in Orlando or best plumber in El Paso. And then now the services that you offer, like down here, they could be in H3 headings. Okay, so they have, but this is called why choose Roto-Rooter, but this gives their services, some of their services here, but none of these are clickable. Now, let's go back up here. They do have services here that are clickable. It goes to different areas on the website that explains about water damage, emergency services, and so forth. Okay, so you want to have that on your location page. So they do this a little bit different than I do it, but it works for them. So there isn't one single method. But if you don't have a presence here, you want to make sure Google knows that you're targeting this city. You also want to have reviews. I don't see reviews on here. Oh, they do have reviews. Recent customer reviews. You want to have some 5-star reviews here. Your services and call to action. So the call to action means you want them to do something, explore videos. It's great to have videos here. You want them to view coupons. Schedule a service online. Okay. They have also another button here, schedule online. So you do want to have call to action buttons. The next thing you want to have, especially if you don't have a physical presence in that city, is to have neighborhoods. You want to list all the neighborhoods you service at your location, whatever city it is. You do this by going to your Google browser and you search for neighborhoods and that location. So I search for Austin, Texas neighborhoods in Google, and here's the result. This is a Google result. It lists all the neighborhoods in that city. Now, there's a lot of neighborhoods here because this is a fairly large city. Austin, Texas has almost 1 million people, 950,800 people in that city. So you're targeting a city with a lot of population and probably a lot of competition on what you do. So you could type in Austin neighborhoods or Austin, Texas neighborhoods. Sometimes you have to use the plural. Sometimes you use the singular. Whichever you use to get the proper result. Now be aware that Google may not show neighborhoods for some smaller cities and towns. In that case, you could use some other sources to find them. Just make sure they're actual neighborhoods and not just street names. Okay, next thing you want to do with this information, you want to link your listed neighborhoods to their Google map location. Here's the ones. You want to use these exact words: downtown Austin, North Austin, South Congress. These are the names. When you click on these, they go to a little knowledge panel here. They have a picture. They have an area where the neighborhood is, and it describes the neighborhood, what the population is, and so forth. So what you're going to be doing is setting up a link, listing these neighborhoods and setting up a link to each one. So let me show you what that is going to look like. So here is on a location site I made. It says Las Cruces neighborhoods we serve. And they don't have as many neighborhoods as Austin, Texas did because it's a smaller city. It's just under 100,000, which is not real small. And what you're going to be doing is listing all of these neighborhoods and then linking to their Google Maps. So here's Mesilla Park. I click on it and it's going to the map listing. It has a picture, and then it has a map. Okay. Now, how do you get this? Let me go over that. You're going to search for Mesilla Park, which I've already done, Las Cruces, New Mexico, or whatever neighborhood you're looking for. You want to put the name of the neighborhood and the city and state, or wherever it is. So here is Mesilla Park, a picture, and a map. You're going to go down here to the share button. You're going to click the share button, and under send a link, you're going to copy that link, and that's the link that you're going to put in inside of here for Mesilla Park. You'll do the same for University Park or all the other ones that you have. And a large city, you're going to have a lot of neighborhoods. It's going to take a while to do this, but this is very powerful. Okay, the next thing you want to do, before I go on to the next thing, I want to tell you that the following techniques are not really mine. They're from William Jones over at Rank Fortress. I'll leave a link in the description. This includes HTML codes that I'm going to show you. Not every SEO specialist designs location pages this way, but it seems to work very well. So the next thing I want to show you is the weather widget, this one that you see right here. This is pulling in the weather for Las Cruces, New Mexico. So again, we're showing Google that this is a city that we are targeting, that we're trying to show that we have some type of presence here. We may not have a physical presence, but we're doing business in this city. It could be a landscaping business that you want to travel to do. It could be a plumber or electrician, or you could be doing work remotely. You know, whatever type of job that you're doing, you want to be able to do some work for that city. You're going to go to a website called weatherwidget.io. Okay? Weatherwidget.io. I'll leave a link in the description. You're going to set your location. Let's say Las Cruces, New Mexico. Okay? So now that changed to Las Cruces. We want to change this from Celsius to Fahrenheit. This is how it's going to look. Now you could change the width of it. You can get different colors back here. There's different options that you could do. Fonts, the forecast days, different types of themes here with different colors. And then you're going to get that code. And this is the code that you're going to copy into your website. Copy it to the clipboard and close it. Then you're going to go into your website, whatever CMS that you're using. You're going to have to use a short code widget, paste it into your website, and then it's going to pull in that data just like you see here. Okay, the next thing you're going to do is you're going to get in what we call top sites that you see here. Now, these are not images that I've copied and made links to and put in the name of the top site down here. I'm pulling all this in from Google itself using some HTML code. Now, to create this top sites, you want to go to google.com/travel. This is the website. I'll leave a link in the description for all of this. And you're going to search for things to do, not in travel, things to do, right down here. So in here, you're going to start putting in your area, Las Cruces, New Mexico, and then it's going to go to the top sites. This is from Google. Okay, so here's the top sites, and notice. Let me get over here. Notice these are the same top sites. There's 3, 6, 9 of them, and these are the same top sites as over here. So I use some HTML code to pull this in. Now, rather than demonstrate every single part of this area where we're showing local sites, top sites, neighborhoods, and all of that, I'm going to have a link in the description where you can go to an article that I've written about how to pull all these things into your website, so that when you're going to get the image, when you click on it, it's going to go to the Google Maps, which is very, very powerful because this is a Google map. Google thinks very highly of itself. So it has a lot of authority. And you're pulling in this from Google itself, so that's what makes it more powerful for your location page, is to have all these areas in Google. Now they have a place called Sites by Interest. So we have history. So it has all the things pertaining to history for that city. And just remember that not all cities may have all of these areas. There's some more areas that have other sites and information, but Las Cruces only has this part. So you can only use whatever is in Google. Then the last thing you're going to do down here is you're going to embed a map. I'll show you how to do that and the instructions in the article. This is just showing I don't have a presence in Las Cruces. I don't have an address. So I'm just showing Las Cruces is showing the area. So this is the area that we're going to service with my services. So I've got the name and I've got the phone number. I don't have an address because I don't have a presence in that city. Then I have a contact page that you can fill out. I have awards and so forth, badges. These are what we call trust badges. I have a call to action down here. And that's what you need to basically rank for a location that you're not in. So I hope everybody got something out of this. If you want the full explanation, I'll leave a link that goes to an article that explains how you pull in all of these areas into your website using some simple HTML code, and then you have to insert different things into it. So if you need help with your website, contact me, Ron Collins at Lacy SEO. Everybody be blessed, and I'll see you next time.